Welcome back to the 12 Tools of Christmas. Today I'm going to be showing you liquid glass, which is Z679, one of my most favorite tools that we do have. Took me a while to jump on the bandwagon, but once I discovered liquid glass, there is no turning back with this one. It is a liquid adhesive, but it also gives dimension. It's actually created to give dimension and gloss to your embellishments. It has a screw top here with a fine point here, so you have exact, precise application. As you see, I have a rubber band and a straight pin here. My friend Teresa taught me this trick and uses it to unclog the tip because it is adhesive. So, and wipe it off after you do it, and then you just stick it right back on there. Okay, let me show you a few things that you can do with liquid glass. It is a strong bonding adhesive. I used it on my Body Fit armband broke, and I actually glued the strap back into the case, but I use it all the time for my scrapbooking and card making. It is fabulous for gluing on paper, flowers, metal embellishments, these tags I glued on with it. You know our flowers that we make with the Artis? All you do is you roll them up and put a dab of liquid glass down there and then just hold it in place. While this is drying here for a few seconds, I want to share with you, you'd never want to shake your liquid glass because you can get air bubbles in it, and we don't want that when we're making a clear application to it. But if you do happen to get an air bubble in it, just take the straight pin off the side and all you have to do is pop it. So see there how quickly that glued that flower together. With this one here, I just cut these two stickers out of the Victory Stickies pack. This one has nothing on it, and this one you see the little gloss. What I did was I created an epoxy sticker. So all I have to do is peel it off now and apply it to my project. So, and when you start here, you start in the center, just squeeze a little bit, and you're going to just go round and round very slowly till you're almost to the edge, because as it dries, it will flow out and go onto the sides, and it will take a few minutes, maybe 15, 20, maybe even a half hour, depending upon where you live. Here in the Northwest, it takes a little longer because we have a lot of moisture in the air. So I always make sure I set it aside where my daughter cannot find it because she tends to stick her fingers in it, even at 13. You can use it as an adhesive. This is a card we made earlier this month. My friend Teresa designed this one also, but we glued this string, this baker's twine, and this, oh boy, I can't even think what that's called, but you know what it is, this ribbon down. Because when you're making a card, it gets handled a lot and it's going through the mail, and you want to make sure that it glues down. But again, use only a tiny amount because it will show through and dry glossy. So it's great for gluing those ribbons down. Again, I said we live in the Northwest, so on this card I just put little droplets of rain on these trees, and hopefully you can see that. I used it on this dimensional element. I took a flower, stamped on it, and then I just filled it in with the liquid glass and let it dry, and then I put some rhinestones on there, sparkles. That's one thing you can do with it. On this card here, I created my own pattern paper by just putting lots and lots of dots, lined them up. This took overnight to dry because there were so many of them, and I made this. You can make your own pattern paper. You can mix it with re-inker and do like a stained glass painting. And so I just put it in a tray and then mixed it with some brown re-inker. This is probably the chocolate and then cranberry, and then one of our maybe sunset there and gold rush and olive on the leaves, and then just painted it on there, and you get that nice glossy look. This is the one we did a few years back, that's why it's still a little wrinkled up there. Another tip, when using your liquid glass, you can stop your ribbon from fraying. Now with this, because I said it does dry clear and glossy, you just want to put a thin little layer there. See? I'm almost putting nothing on there. So that way, when it does dry, you won't be able to see it on the ribbon. So that is our liquid glass for you. Let me go over the fine points again. Remember, never shake it. There are some instructions on the back here that you'll want to read. I like to keep a rubber band with a straight pin on the side. It's great for gluing metal and buttons. You know, our rolled flowers that we make with the Artiste cartridge. It's fabulous for gluing those down and also for adhering them to your home decor projects. So whenever I'm putting buttons or flowers on my on the bracket frame or a star, I make sure I use the liquid glass to adhere them down. I use them as water droplets for on umbrellas or at the beach, pool layouts, those type of projects I'm doing there. And then again, one thing I forgot to tell you is that when your liquid glass is wet, you could sprinkle Prisma glitter on it and give it a little glitter. You know, I love that sparkle. So there you go, liquid glass Z679, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.